We'll begin with a story. It's a tale of two products, Prospector and Cadence. The Hustle, Thursday, January 26th, 2017. Brought to you by Ello. Storytime. Investors invest in you. In 2015, Kyle Porter, the CEO of Atlanta-based sales platform SalesLoft, found himself at a crossroads. On the one hand, his company's flagship product, Prospector, had grown quickly and was already a $4 million business. On the other, customers were using Prospector to do things like gather email addresses on LinkedIn and send out huge blasts, which Kyle hated. After all, that spammy bullshit was the exact thing he founded SalesLoft to fight against, not promote. So, what did he do? The hero of our story went to investors with an unusual and rather bold request. Here's what he said. We're paraphrasing, of course. Look, Prospector's making a lot of money for us and is, without a doubt, SalesLoft's meal ticket. But here's the thing. I don't believe in it. And we also have this other product called Cadence. It's still in its infancy and only a $75,000 business, but I freaking believe in this thing, man. It's a lot more human and is something our team is truly proud of. So here's the deal. We want to kill Prospector and make Cadence our new flagship product, and we want you to invest, even though you're valuing us based almost entirely on a product that's about to be destroyed. You in? No way anybody actually invested, right? Wrong. So very wrong. A month later, SalesLoft closed a $10.2 million Series A round. A few weeks after that, it shut down Prospector to focus on Cadence. Flash forward a year and Cadence is hitting its stride. SalesLoft closed a $14.5 million Series B round yesterday, and Kyle Porter's company is now worth $100 million. Moral of the story? The data on slide number 5 of your immaculate pitch deck matters, but so do you, the person asking for money. Don't forget that. Yes, investors like graphs and spreadsheets. Yes, they want to see solid growth, increasing revenues, and a product they believe in, but they also want to see a leader and a mission. By being radically transparent, Kyle Porter not only showed investors his personality, values, and vision for the company, but also a willingness to take risks and the ability to make tough decisions. Those are all good things. And all it took was some blatant honesty. Social media. The end. Jose Cuervo gets its big shot. Bloomberg reports that the Mexico City-based tequila maker will finally IPO on February 8th after multiple delays amidst political uncertainty. Cuervo plans to raise $706.5 million in its public offering, with shares priced between 30 and 34 pesos, an average of $1.50 per share. That's less than a well shot with lime. Third time's the charm. Cuervo was forced to postpone its IPO not once, but twice in 2016, on the heels of Trump's pro-wall anti-NAFTA policies, which caused the peso to hit rock bottom following the U.S. election. This time around, the company setting its sights significantly lower than the $1 billion target of its previous attempts. However, the market's on a slight uptick, 2.7%, and the inflation may actually make the distiller's products more appealing to its upstairs neighbors. Due to lower price points, North American consumers make up 60% of their sales. Sounds like a win-win for broke college kids and sales teams alike. And they're drinking everyone else under the table. Cuervo stands as the world's largest producer of tequila and commands about 20% of U.S. sales, which have doubled in volume since 2002 to reach 14.8 million cases in 2015. Plus, they're diversifying their bottle list to include other liquors, acquiring Bushmills Irish whiskey to reduce their dependency on tequila. Color us impressed, Cuervo. Social media. Yes way, Jose. Australia wants to ditch passports. The Australian government is investing in biometric technology that they hope will replace 90% of passports by 2020. So, if you catch a flight to Sydney in 4 years, be prepared to go through the world's first fully automated customs process, with face and fingerprint scanners in place of glass kiosks and monotone humans. Sign us up. Is this really going to work as seamlessly as it sounds? That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Apparently, the Aussies haven't figured the whole process out yet, but they're on it. The Australian Department of Immigration and Border Protection has budgeted $94 million over the next 5 years for their Seamless Traveler project, and are now taking proposals from tech companies to provide innovative solutions to allow arriving travelers to self-process. Biometrics replacing human touch points, huh? That's either amazing or terrifying, depending on how much you value privacy and how you feel about security lines. What is it, 1903? Take your laptops out of your friggin' bags already, people. It also seems like the kind of thing that, even if it works flawlessly and expands to other countries, will still require a fair bit of human intervention. Why? Because we're talking about national security here. Everything needs to be airtight. And, at least for the time being, we still don't trust machines with such consequential tasks. But hey, our blood pressure's rooting for you, Australia. So is my passport photo that was taken 6 years ago and looks nothing like me anymore. Social media. Seriously, I look 12. Kraft Heinz already won the Super Bowl. Chicago-based Kraft Heinz will give all salaried employees the day off following the Super Bowl, Monday, February 6th. The hope is that this stunt will drum up as much, if not more, publicity than an ad during the game. And while giving everyone the day off will be costly, a Super Bowl ad costs $5 million plus per 30 seconds this year. So if this marketing campaign goes viral, they could be getting way more bang for their buck than Budweiser, Home Depot, and the rest of the Super Bowl Sunday regulars. They're also campaigning for a new holiday. In addition to promoting the fact that Kraft Heinz employees will be chilling hard AF on Monday, the company also created an official Change.org petition to make the day after the Super Bowl a holiday called Smunday. And according to the head of the Heinz brand, Nicole Kulwicki, this is no joke either. We're doing this in good fun, but with the intent that it will actually become a national holiday, she said. 100,000 signatures gets Congress attention, so go sign it. Okay, so this is obviously very tongue-in-cheek, and of course, the head of the Heinz brand is going to say, we're totes serious about this, as opposed to, the more genuine we sound, the more buzz we get. But here's the thing, we actually need this holiday. Why? Just take a look at these stats from a few years back, which means they're probably even worse now because, millennials. 1.5 million workers will call in sick. 4.4 million will be late. Decreased productivity amounts to the loss of nearly $1 billion nationwide. Let's make this happen. Social media. Ketchup or catsup? Things you should attend. World's Fair Nano in San Francisco this Saturday and Sunday, $55 a day. In San Francisco and need weekend plans, we're an official media partner for, and will be hanging out at, this 2-day festival featuring amazing speakers, epic food trucks, a silent disco, and a friggin' VR human pong exhibit. It's gonna be lit! Click here for more information. Get 10% off ticks using code THEHUSTLE10. Things you should watch. The tour of our office, MTV Crib style. Free. We've got a unique office, mainly because it's a converted apartment, but also because it was once Craigslist HQ. In fact, we still get their mail. So, if you've got a few minutes, come check out our writer's room, our couch, that's way too small, and our laptop stands, which are just cement bricks. See where all the magic happens. Sponsored. Things you should try. HireLoop. Free to post. Worst part about applying for jobs? Filling out all those complex forms. Worst part about hiring for a job? Keeping everything organized. HireLoop solves both of these problems by keeping things simple for both parties, emphasizing communication and automation over complex workflows and processes. Making hiring great again. Sponsored. Things you should wear. Taylor Stitch's Merino 4S chambray, $98 for men and women. It's a classic button-down that won't split in the shoulders when you reach for your handlebars. Taylor Stitch's Civic collection is the perfect blend of stretch and style, so you can move through your day's stress and sweat stain-free. Wave your hands in the air. This edition of The Hustle was brought to you by Ello. Be a part of the Creators Network. Ello's mission is simple. Give creators a place designed by other creators where they can share their passion with the world, get discovered, collaborate, and even land a job. Whether you're a photographer, writer, musician, illustrator, or just really enjoy making GIFs, Ello is the place to be. Period. And unlike, say, Reddit or Instagram, you won't feel like you're whispering in the crowd when you showcase your work. You'll be heard by everyone. And the Ello experience is only getting better. The Ello team exists to serve the creator, and in recent months, they've proven their dedication. They partnered with fashion magazines to highlight community members, sent an Ello user to Paris Fashion Week to display her work, and produced their own magazine to bring even more visibility to the Ello community. And as one community member said, Ello saved my creative life. Sounds about right. So what are you waiting for? Get involved. The Hustle. Subscribe, jobs, advertise, ambassadors, events. Kendall Ketchup Baker, writer. Lindsay Quinn, that t-shirt that goes with everything. John Havel, backseat editor. Marcia Time, staff historian. You opted in by signing up, entering a giveaway, or through divine intervention. 1381 9th Avenue, San Francisco, California, 94122 in the United States, 415-506-7210. Never want to hear from us again? Break our hearts and unsubscribe.